Why do we think about our past when we're going through difficult times? There's a reason, and I have an answer for you. Stay tuned. In life, we're often in that position of thinking about where we are, where we have been in our life, and where we're going, the future. So it doesn't matter what age you are, you can stop and think about those things, and you will have moments of doing it. But I think as a senior, we tend to do it perhaps a little bit more, thinking about where we've been all those years, all the things we've accomplished, all the things we've been through, all the difficulties. We think about that, and then we consider our current day, what we have to do, what are the responsibilities, what is the goal for the day, and we think about our future. And sometimes I know some seniors have told me their future is like thinking about the end event, but we still are alive. We still have a lot of living to do. And so when you think about your future, you need to have goals. When you reflect on where you've been, hopefully you can think about the fact that you've made it. You've actually gone through all of those things in the past, and you're still here, and you're still strong, and you're still resilient, and you're still moving forward. So you think about where you've been and what you've gone through and how you've progressed. And then when you think about your current day, what needs to be accomplished, you consider how you feel. Do you need some encouragement? How are you going to manage through this one day alone? I used to say that to my clients who were going usually in the midst of a difficult circumstance. And I would say, okay, listen, you don't feel like you can continue on, that you can do it, but what about this one day, just this one day? Do you feel you have enough strength for this one day alone? And usually they would answer yes, they did. And so sometimes when you're really in the thick of something, difficult circumstances, sometimes you need to look at that, just that one day alone. But later, when you're not in that, when you've passed through it and you already survived it, whatever it is, you can take time to think about where you've been, your current day, and where you're going. The ideal situation is that when you look at your past and then you look at your future and you realize all the things in your past have actually helped you grow strong and it's helped you rise to the surface. All those experiences were actually good things in your life, even though at the time they didn't seem like that at all. They were difficult to get through, but you do get through them. At 70, then, there are still goals. If you don't have them, you should be making them. You should always have something that you're working towards. We all need a reason to get up out of bed every day. Something, hopefully, that entices you, like, oh, I'm going to do this today. You know, for me, sometimes it's a video. Sometimes it's knitting. Sometimes it's my part-time job. Sometimes it's visiting with a friend. There's got to be something that entices you. And if it doesn't happen naturally, then maybe you need to create it to make it happen. At 82, my husband, I tell him, you've got to have a plan. You have to have a goal. There's always something that you can work towards that you can do. It's not just about this one day alone. You got a future. What's going to happen in those days? What can you take charge of? What can you create to make a difference in your own life? Think about that. P.S. Lately, our senior goal has been shovel the snow. There's been only one day where it has not snowed in the last 10. We are so tired of this, but it gets us up and gets us going, among the other things.